Okay, we are going to do notes on percent proportion. That's a little different because I think my last couple videos have had a glare, so I'm hoping this will be better. So we're going to talk about the percent proportion, and we're going to use percent proportion and percent equation, but I want you to know both of them. So we've been working with proportions, so it kind of falls into the proportion context. In a percent proportion, one ratio, and we know a ratio compares two numbers. It compares a part of a quantity to the whole quantity. And the other ratio shows the equivalent percent written as a fraction over 100, because we know in 100% that 100 is that final max percent that you can have. So depending on the wording of the problem, we can find two different formulas. You may see it written as is over of equals percent over 100. Excuse me. Or we can see part over whole equals percent over 100. But this is how we set it up, okay? So let's look at some problems that we can work together. 18 is what percent of 40? So first of all, I'm going to make my proportion. This one is always going to be over 100. And it says 18 is what percent, so we're looking for the percent. So 18 of 40. Now that we have my proportion set up, so does everybody see what I have there? 18 is, this is not off. 18 is, 40 is of. So 18 over 40 equals percent over 100. When I cross multiply, I have 40x equals 1800. Divide both sides by 40. And then I get x equals 45. And it's 45%. So 45% would be my answer because I'm looking for the percent. Okay? All right. Let's do a couple more problems together. Let me move it on down. And if you guys know it, you can work ahead and see if we get the same ones. I'm just going to do the ones that are on the left side of the paper. My formatting's a little different on this because for it to come up here, I had to copy and paste. So here is my proportion. 30% is 30 over 100. I'm looking for what is, so is going to be what I'm looking for, and then my of value, the whole part, is 15. So when I cross multiply these, I get 100x equals 45. I divide both sides by 100, and then I get x equals 4.5. So x equals 4.5. So what this means is, 30% of 15 is 4.5. That's what that means. So if you look at this kind of as like a thermometer that holds 100%, so, 100 is, so this would be like 15 is the top of this, right? 15 is the whole percent, which is 100%. So 4.5 would be kind of like down here. So this is 30%, and it's 4.5. So that's the same thing as 30%. If you look at it visually, this is kind of what it means. All right, let's take a look at number 5. So 28 is 4%, always over 100, of what number? So is 28, of is the big number, and I'm looking for 4%. So, or I have 4%. So 4x equals 2,800, and when I divide both sides by 4, I get 2,800 divided by 4 is 700. So x, this of part, is 700. That means 28 out of 700 represents 4% of that 4% of 700. Okay, let's look at number 7. So I have find 28.5 is always a percent, so it goes here, and 100 is on the bottom. I have of, so of is 200, and I'm looking for the is. So I want to find what represents 28.5 if my total is 200. So when I cross multiply, I get 100x equals 200 times 28.5 is going to be 5,700. And when I divide both sides by 100, I get x equals 57. So 57 is 28.5% of 200. So 57 would be my answer there. Let's take a look to see how we're doing. Okay, and the last one that we'll do together, hopefully you have the hang of it now. 7.5%, so 7.5 is always my percent over 100. And it says 7.5% of what number? So of is on the bottom, and is 21. So now my proportion, I get 7.5x equals 2100. Divide both sides by 7.5, and x equals 280. So 280 is how many the total is. That's the big part over whole. Okay? If you have questions with that, come and see me. This should be review, but if you have questions, come see me.